Um, 9 wins to a fixer upper. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The intention behind the level up enchantment change to make enchantments less consistent. But like, I feel like it has the side effect of. So, one thing that making enchantments less consistent does is it makes it so that you can't play comps that are trying to. You can't expect your enchantment to reliably bail you out of a. You can't expect your enchantment to fix your build. Like on Dooley, the power drill comps really wanted to have like a turbo or slow enchant on the core, and you got bailed out pretty hard on 10 when you got there most of the time, because most of the time you were going to be able to get one of those 2 enchants. Uh, but now you can't really try on and get specific enchants. So you would think that that would reduce the overall power level of comps significantly. But what it does in practice is it just makes it so that you don't want to play comps that want 1 or 2 enchants. You want to play comps that can function with any of like 5 or 6 enchants. So it kind of has the side effect of reducing the number of comps that you want to play. Because all of the lines that do need to hit a specific enchant feel so much worse to be in the early game now. Because there's a chance you hit your level 10 enchant, miss enchants, and just not have a comp. Or at least a much higher chance of that happening. Our streamers have 20k currency? No, I just play a lot. I've never gotten gems from the devs. Magnify the power disparity after level 10. Sorta, yeah, because like if someone hits their enchant and you miss your enchant, you're at a very large disadvantage. But like that was always the case. It was just less likely for that to happen. And maybe if you play correctly, it shouldn't happen that often, but playing correctly in this case would mean only playing boards that can take a bunch of different enchants. And not even just a bunch of different enchants, it has to be a bunch of different enchants on a single item, because Artist doesn't show you what it's going to give you before you take it. Yeah, like I don't think the problem is like with high rolling versus not high rolling. It's like this one thing. It feels like a lot of games come down to exactly what happens on level 10. And I don't think that feels great. Like, this was also true last patch, but at least you weren't punished for being in specific comps when you got to level 10. It was just sometimes you would miss your 60-40 and it would suck, but there wasn't really much you could do about it. Now the doing something about it involves playing a much more limited variety of comps. Yeah, exactly. It's part of what makes Fixer Upper so good. As we were saying.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
In favor of having enchanted items in shops be a bit more common? Yeah, I'd be down for that. The only problem with that is enchanted items in shops are really expensive. And gold has been getting less free. Also, I don't know. Maybe it's okay, but the variance is pretty crazy. But maybe it's okay. I think it just feels extra bad because you only get 1 level 10. And if it's bad, you don't get a do-over. Unless you make it all the way to 19. Like, if these enchantments were spread out over multiple levels...
Ready when you are, guy.
And it wasn't just all about this one power spike, that would probably be fine. Like, you'd have multiple opportunities to hit. But just reducing everything to a single roll
I'm finished with fighting.
for your enchant feels bad.
Can help you
Unless you
fight.
get lucky and see more enchantment events.
Hey, when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you. Enjoy the thrill of battle. Well, you can.
Plus 1 max ammo for each.
Go make some more stories. Come back and tell me.
Some folks a lot older than me have lived a lot less. You picked that up quickly. Maybe I'm getting better at this.
I don't know, I've been enjoying my Vanessa games, but
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians.
I don't know. I guess I've been enjoying Vanessa a lot more than Dooley. It does feel like Dooley is... You've got some variety in the early game. Like, you can do all sorts of, like, pulse rifle or burn stuff early on. But it does feel like all roads kind of just need to lead the pulse rifle. Or not pulse rifle, railgun. Wish they hadn't nerfed Puffer. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, most games are pulse rifle games. Free 7-win button. It's also just the strongest thing you can be doing going into the late game. It's a lot better late game than it was last patch because of the buffs. Railgun and Arc Blaster being techs was a huge buff to that comp. And Railgun just receiving pretty much every enchant makes it one of Dooley's comps that you can just throw a random enchant on Railgun and be happy. You don't need to find a haste or slow enchant, unlike in other comps.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave more. New food teaches stillness. I prefer action. Use it well. Make me proud.
Regal Blade. What are we doing here?
Hey, when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
I think I'm just gonna play the dog. I don't have anything to use my level 4 upgrade on, but I guess we had Brass Knuckle instead of this.
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
Slightly better. Ah.
My people
I'll read the income there on day 2. Why not?
boring. Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Well, I'll admit, that was impressive.
Well, starting 2-0. This could be Fixer Upper, but this is also first chocolate, and we have a dog.
People first, profit 10. Now, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Okay. It's the money skill. Start of every fight, I gain a gold.
I'm faster than lightning!
It's like +2 income. A little bit better than +2 income.
Seeing spots here.
I can already see all the treasures I'll put here.
So what? Could bronze upgrade pepper spray? Yeah, probably not.
Don't let my youth worry you. The guys who trained me were very old.
This is damage on the slingshot.
I spent half my life mastering that technique. So, like, 9 years.
Toy weapon property. Not quite. I could... It's just not a playable at this stage of the game. If we seminar'd... There's some hits. Cool with the dog, I guess. Second cooldown. Should be a bit better. Gets buffed by the machine. Buffed by the lumbors.
You do see these tusks, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of burn. Small and large
I pay
items.
well for mid-sized things. Reasonable size.
Can't really matchbox here. Could cycle to the dog. I need to find an actual board.
I've got 4 legs because I carry this company.
Hality scales off of Lumbor is a bit better than pepper spray.
Hope that rat Wixel is watching.
Hate that we are still playing Lumbors for our scaling.
Support the arts.
Not even sure that I beat this. I might be throwing.
A true tragedy.
More is more, I always say.
When
Tempo?
you're ready, I'll send you to Orland, but I'll keep you as long as I can.
Interesting. Chocolate gets me dog damage. This could be Crook.
Some engineers fix things. I make the things they fix things with.
Just take the extra gold here. Need to sell this.
Bet you'll be surprised when that comes in handy.
Could this have gone up at some point? The start of each hour, this gains +1 value.
My people believe in peace.
It comes from the
Boring!
Raid the Vault
Warn you, I'm
in the event where you get to fight Mr. Moo. And you're just bugged again. Wonderful.
Next time I'll show you what I learned from this.
Oh. Beat the Crook board. Guess that counts for something. Hey, Evergreen. Non-weapon items.
Discounts for peace.
I can take a subscraper. There's no way. I just have to sell it immediately when I find a closer direction. The same type of gameplay. It's the same type of gameplay in that it's async PvP.
You're not ready to accept the light.
I enjoy it a lot more than Backpack. I find it a lot less tedious than Backpack was. We got Model Ship Yo-Yo. What did you hear about you going up against viewers boards? It happens. Usually like once every other night. Someone will mention they ran into one of my boards. And this is more replay value than Backpack. Backpack was jamming one comp all month long. Yeah. I will say I like the patch strategy of this game, of having bigger patches. So I could do it this way. Does that even matter? Really as weak as he looks. Railgun's pretty strong. Dooley is really strong. I don't know if I'd go that far. Dooley's early and mid game is pretty good. Late game is kind of carried by Railgun, which isn't a great thing to be carried by. It's passable, but if Dooley was as much better in the early game as he was his last patch, then Dooley, I think, would be very good. But you can't really just rely on being able to start 7-0 or 8-0. Because other characters do have their high rolls. Sometimes you just run into a double barrel and die in 5 seconds. Some pig hits you upside the head with a Ganjo. For skills.
Come on in. Let's chat.
These aren't my pivot. I could grindstone the yo-yo.
Do you have to leave already?
Look who's back. Was Halliday better than the Arc Blaster? Probably.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
A little scary. Okay, okay. Instead of multi-strike on the yo-yo, they put multi-strike on the thing triggering the yo-yo. So there's no rush as long as I keep selling the gumball.
The Grand Society of Master Merchants welcomes you. And that's how a Master Merchant makes a
A
sale.
lot of damage. I would like to keep this around, but I feel like every time I buy this, I have to sell it within, like, one shop.
Happy to exploit.
I feel like it's already too late for Pig's Jam on day 6.
I mean, help you.
Yo, your upgrade is sick, though.
Welcome, dear guest. Stay a while. You got me, stem and all.
Almost all of our damage is coming from this package. Upgrade the whetstone here. Model ship doesn't do anything silly when you upgrade it, right? Doesn't even get good shield scale, like it goes from 30 to 40 to 50. Okay.
Now that's quality.
Lion Cane odds. Day 6. Lion Cane odds are the same as gold yo-yo odds. Let's just do this. Non-weapon items.
Reward the peaceful, punish the warful.
upgrades a consideration. Yeah, it's true. Shipment yo-yo. Does the second yo-yo do anything for us? Down the line. I guess it also does just buff the dog.
For the good of all. You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
I get to take a pawn shop. Both yo-yos go infinite. One is diamond. That's true. It's kind of cool. If I buy this pawn shop, I can't keep around the piggles without losing cash register value. This is so awkward.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians. You do see these tusks, right?
Ah!
I can see you're going places, but I...
You're better than Crookless Crook. It's an item where you can upgrade your storage space. That's what Beast of Burden should be reworked to.
I do not teach. I help you discover for yourself.
Maybe we eventually get to the point where these are our only weapons, and then this is good.
You learn skills quickly, but it takes
I feel like the average
patience
skill is so
to
bad
master
that
them.
this is fine. It's a worse grindstone.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right for you.
I mean, I could just play Caltrops with the right-handed noisy cricket buffs.
Just toss that on my back, and I'll
It's more of a
try
tech
to
item, but
roll.
like I wouldn't want it against Pig, and I might not want it against Vanessa. This can also do that. Maybe this is just a better board. Just a toy. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. It doesn't activate, so it can't get multicast.
Not all Jabalians are... Time to make some sales.
Weird board.
Send me your huge items. Price? Don't care.
There's a world where we bushel yo-yo? We get
Fine, here's
shield
the
enchant?
road. I guess I made a sale. There's fun size, and then there's boring size.
If
if I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who
Worth rolling
does.
here. Don't have things I want to sell.
You leave it behind, someone else finds it. It all works out.
So what this is... A position like this, I get both change, right? Instead of the Piggle. Or does this just go... This is the start of each day. Or do I get the level before getting the spare change? Do I get the Piggles before... I might just get everything.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Well, not what I expected to get Regal Bladed by, but...
Defeat does not defeat me.
Win anyway. Cool. Still good damage on the Caltrops. So I do get to get everything, except this is going to go straight to my inventory. So, still have to do that? Insect Wing's cool.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains. Your aura guided me to what
We're upgrading that on spec.
You have at least a grain of wisdom, since you have come to me.
Rightmost item has crit chance.
As long as you draw breath, your
I think that beats rolling. Don't have any slows.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win! But not against me!
Where's my XP? So sad. I guess that's a reason to take the hard fight.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm?
Shit. Caltrops hard carry? Silly item does silly things. Just lifesteal the Caltrops. Commit to playing them forever. Doesn't help against bonk boards. Get gets me an actual defensive layer, though. One XP. Okay, that can be the 1 XP. Yeah, Caltrops is a pretty messed up item.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
It might do something. Maybe. Can I just, like... throw them both on Grindstone? Throw one on Grindstone? Makes the yo-yo a bit faster. Looking for enchants here. It's not that hard to find something better than the barbed wire.
How can I help you?
Does that count? Drum gaming? I don't think so.
Chronomancy doesn't just win fights. It feels good.
No, I lose 20 damage on everything if I play a large item here.
I love that you are weak. It is my joy to make you strong. Ancient wormcat technique. Destroyed many Sphinxians.
Mr. Chapeau does seem cool.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
No, they don't care about Caltrops. Rude.
Lamb legs make you predictable. You move in straight lines.
We got Spyglass there. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, Blanchett is actually kind of good this patch. Where's the Chapeau? Not stronger than Pickles and an axe. It is not stronger than Pickles and an axe. I lose Noisy Cricket. What do I have? I have Weapon and Tool. Multicast 3.
Time is money.
If it had more multicasts, you could think about cutting Grindstone, but like Grindstone is one of the multicasts.
We've barely scratched the surface of the Outlands.
Oh boy. Could give me an entire railgun comp with enough time. Multicast for my model ship.
Hey, you're a natural at this.
Cast aside your deathstruments!
Bioweapon.
I suppose you'll go by a
9th
weapon
degen to hit
instead.
legend. How have 9 people hit legend already? What in the world? How many hours a day are you playing?
Take the day off, boys. I'll do this one myself. This ain't over, buddy.
Seen a couple diamonds? Good lord. I've been playing 6 hours a day. I'm not sure where in silver I am, but we are still silver. I mean, even if you're getting 10 wins every single run, that's still playing a lot. Alright, you also said your average game is like 30 minutes. I don't know how you play that fast. But I guess that would do it too. If you're just playing twice as many games as I do in the same amount of time. I don't think it's fishy. It's just kind of crazy. Throw it on the hatchet. I get more yo-yo speed doing this. I get more yo-yo damage doing this, but it's like twice as much yo-yo speed. Like 60% faster than me.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians.
The guy's in Legend, admitted it to Snazzer. Admitted what? What are they admitting? Take that, pufferfish! Some disconnect exploit. And I see. Well, that's silly. That time that build wins. Our opponent's build on day 10? I don't think so. We've got like an okay clock. Probably like 70-30. Yeah, with the conspiracy theories. I mean, there might also just be a bug. It wouldn't be the first time this game had silly bugs.
Make deals, not war.
It's the game full time. Yeah, but still, 12 hours doesn't get you to gold, even if you're winning every run. That is a Maybe if you're fitting in like 2 games an hour, maybe.
I can feel our energies resonating.
20 minutes? How do you even get through the animations for a game in 20 minutes? That just seems insane to me. Yeah, my average game this patch, ever since the animations got longer, has been like an hour plus. Average is probably like an hour and 5 minutes, something like that. There's a deed here, but I can't do anything with it. I think we're just in on this and hope to not run into bonkers. Get out in 12 days? Yeah, but 12 days takes an hour. I don't know. I don't know. Caltrap's pretty bad in that fight. Caltrap's pretty bad in that fight.
You with the Gorgons? Yes.
There's not really a reason to forfeit.
Forget that old cow. Work for me.
Any non-weapon is used. Slow it for 2 seconds. That griefs my yo-yo speed. So what? We could get the yo-yo to diamond. That doesn't do that much. It's not like we're looping it. We could get the grindstone to diamond for more yo-yo scaling. Gold skills are...
Moving up in the world.
Just play our diamond whetstone. How bad can it be? Top rank exploited? I wouldn't say concede was an exploit. People didn't know about it at the start, but it was working as intended.
Heat up, bulk up, get solid. That's
Yeah, something like that sounds like it would be
Leave in peace.
an exploit.
Boring.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Ow.
You fall like a boulder. I flow away.
Yeah.
A solid gem, flecked with glittering moments.
I thrive under
It's a nice extra damage. This event should not give you a silver loot item on day 12. I'll say it. I'll say it. Should not work that way. I feel like people are aware that pig is good.
How you wish to test your theories?
You see a lot of the boards.
If you know you are the best, is not humility a deception?
Come on. That's something.
Olin was right. You are a quick study.
It's not MMR because it has nothing to do with matchmaking. Everyone knows what you mean when you say MMR, though. MMR means matchmaking rating, but it's pretty pedantic to worry about that. Okay. Well, we have good matchups. We just have a lot of bad matchups, too.
You do see these tusks, right?
I... I can't beat the shield? Ugh. Gross. Yep.
The elder told me I'd fail.
That's a cool board.
Good thing I never listen.
You ever do anything with this? No. Literal +1 lifting. Pawn Shop means sack me a few days. Pig's Gym's kind of the same way. Like, Pawn Shop can start as an econ item and then morph into your build as you end up not selling it. Pig's Gym, like, demanding that you buy weapons is more awkward, I feel. Fiery Nesting Doll is only damage is mental. I mean, the opponent can't break through the shield. The Restorative Cove helps a lot there. It lets them beat poison boards, too. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. Be back in like 2 minutes. When we get back, we will play a